How's it going, traders? So today the team and I traded a couple different stocks. It was a huge day for a lot of traders within the group. Just wanted to do a little recap on my trade with DRYS. So I locked in $158 profit within about 10 to 15 minutes. Wanted to give you guys a better understanding on what I was looking for and stuff like that. So again, TechBudge Solutions is a group that I started to kind of teach the new traders, the basics and fundamentals of trading penny stocks. So if it's a group that you think that you'd benefit from, the link's going to be provided for you down below in the description, as well as my email. So please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. The group is growing pretty quickly, as we're about, with all three platforms, nearly hitting 900 members worldwide, and ranging from all different sorts of ages and experiences. So please feel free to join, as I'd be more than happy to be a part of your success. So again, with the 3 rules that it comes to trading penny stocks, again, for the first rule, only trading penny stocks that have 10% potential. DRYS, I definitely did see this. This was a couple days ago, January 13th. I saw the bounce at 168 that sent it to 220. So DRYS had a huge day that day. Again, setting myself up for success. So I had the idea or the understanding that this did have a good bounce. So when the market opened, this is pretty much all I saw. I just saw it starting to dip, and then it was just there. I let the team know right away that I knew there was a safety at $1.68, and I caught it right there. So 168 ended up getting filled at 168, and I kind of set myself up for success. So with the first rule, only trading penny stocks that have 10% potential. Second rule is making sure to set a stop loss. So making sure I set a stop loss. I knew the safety was at 168, so not risking much. I set a stop loss at 167.99. So with that, I minimized my loss to 1/10 of a cent. Overall, just minimizing my loss, and again, setting yourself up for success. Third rule is not holding a penny stock overnight. So again, I was going to buy and sell within a couple of minutes, and that's exactly how it played out. So going in, bought in at 168, continued to rise, and I noticed a resistance at 177, and there was a resistance at 177 here, but it broke. So I was kind of letting it sit there for a while. The third time around, just noticed, it wasn't going to budge. Held very well, ended up just selling at 177, just locked in my profits there, $158 within a couple minutes. Not a bad trade. And then ended up, dipping right back down. So right before it dipped back down, I let the team know that as soon as I sold, I let the team know $158 on DRYS, and then I told them why. So DRYS has a safety at 168, set a stop loss at 170.99, sold at 177. Exactly was at 176.99. Locked in my profits there. And the reason I said is the second time around for DRYS, I think it might drop below 168. So what I meant by that was because DRYS has already hit that safety and then bounced back up, and then it hit that safety and bounced back up, and it couldn't budge up above the 177. Based on my experience on trading penny stocks, I know that once it does end up not being able to successfully rise above a resistance level, it ends up bleeding below or dropping below the old safety. So with that, ended up playing out exactly how I planned. So I told them it was going to most likely drop below 168. It did just that and created a new safety right at 159. So with that, and again, you guys will learn these different trends with just experience and kind of learning based on other people's best practices. And that's why I think this group is going to be so helpful, especially for new traders. Again, it's a free group you can join. Kind of just teaches you the basics and fundamentals of trading, and you surround yourself with motivated individuals and kind of expose yourself to new areas of opportunity. And the greatest thing of all is you learn this business concept on buying low, selling high, and kind of staying disciplined. That can really benefit you in all different sorts of business markets, which I use when buying and selling cars, from my GTR to owning 2 properties by age 21, so that means 2 houses, as well as everything that I choose to do when it comes to business. I use the same concept that I do with penny stocks. I just kind of adjust it according to the different markets. So that's pretty much my recap on DRYS. Happy with my trade, and hopefully we have another successful day trading DRYS with the days to follow. Now the next one is REXX. REXX had a huge day. A lot of people ended up jumping in. Had a safety, had a resistance at 55 cents. Really didn't think it was going to break, as that's a really strong resistance based on its history. Just skyrocketed, broke that, hit around 65, and then broke that and hit about 85, and then started bleeding back down. Do want to give a shout out to Judson for coming up with the assist on letting traders know that there was a safety right around the 165 area, which it didn't hit 165, and that's great. So that safety is really strong. Ended up hitting lows of 66. which is amazing. So hit 66, hit 74 cents. With that trade alone, that is exceeding your 10% gain. So you would have out of $1,000 would have made 100, of 10,000 would have made 1,000. And it's all about learning these trends. And Jetson has been one that's been very successful in being able to identify these trends. He just was a little busy, so he wasn't able to trade as actively as he probably would have or wanted to today. But huge shout out to him. I do want to give another shout out to one of our new traders. He locked in about $350 profit on REXX today, and it wasn't with a huge account, so that was an amazing just trade altogether. So huge shout out to Hector Sanchez for locking in that huge profit. And as you guys can see, we're all very excited, and very welcoming to all new traders with all different sorts of experiences. And we highly encourage you, to put in your own 2 cents when it comes to trading and being able to, give back to us, kind of talk to us about your best practices and some of your mistakes, so our new traders can kind of learn and benefit from that as well. So that's kind of a little recap on REXX itself. LPCN was one that I was talking about quite often in the morning. Got the alert when it went below 345. Was telling the team that I was kind of waiting for it to hit lows of 330, just like it did last week. We locked in a good amount of profit when it did that. I bought in on average of 330, ended up selling, I believe, around 350, hit highs of 360, and then started coming back down. So with this, I was hoping that it would break below 335, and when it does that, usually drops below and hits 330 around 325. And if you want to see that, I ended up telling the team that right here. So with that, I had a plan set up, ended up just not being able to do it, bounced too early, bounced at 336, hit highs of 360, so great for those that were able to lock in the profits. Just wasn't in my comfortable area of trading. Again, I'm very patient when it comes to trading. I'm not, always willing to jump on just any stock itself. So just wanted to do a little recap on LPCN and kind of what we're expecting it. So we know there's a resistance at 360. Most likely won't break that. Will most likely come back down and hopefully break below and hit around 325, so we can ride it back up. So that is my recap on today's trading. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you guys do, please if you guys can give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it, and it gives me a better understanding on that you guys truly do enjoy or benefit from these type of videos. So these videos have been becoming a little bit more popular, especially because our group has been growing so much more. So again, almost breaking 900 members with all 3 different platforms. And then we did a couple other videos last week that were quite popular with my buddy Z06. So that one's nearly hitting 1,000 views, and then me making a little bit over $10,000 with just my daily driver supercars, the ones I had. And then I bought a new daily driver, and then I'm probably going to buy one within the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned for that. And if you guys would like to stay up to date with the videos that we make, please feel free to click the subscribe button. And again, for all those that just want to join and kind of want to expand your network potential, please feel free to join. The links are going to be provided for you down below in the description. And then to receive the welcome document on to join this GroupMe, please feel free to email me and then just talk to me a little bit about what your goals are, and I'd be happy to have you as part of our team. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys start tomorrow on a green note. Take care.